On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, Cowboys win cracking game against the Tigers after Broncos belt the Knights. Officials investigating off-field punch-up on the opening night of the finals in Darwin. And in Super League, the Catalan Dragons tame the Tigers to snap 6-game losing streak. But first up in the NRL, the Cowboys have beaten the Tigers 34 points to 28 in one heck of a game at Leichhardt, which you may have heard live and free right here on rugbyleague.com. Thanks to our mates at the Continuous Call team. A try to Fiji and Jareem Buller in the lead up to half-time, drawing comparisons with that grand final magic from Benji Marshall 20 years ago. Buller's try, one of the best of the season. It propelled the Tigers to a 16-10 advantage. That was after the Cowboys led 10-zip inside 10 minutes in front of a packed house in Tiger Town on what was Old Boys Day for the host club. 10 minutes into the second stanza, a contentious try to Cowboys co-captain Tom Dearden. Scott Drinkwater's boot levelling the scores at 16 apiece before the Tigers regained the lead thanks to Brent Naden, who scored midway through the second half. But then the Cowboys seized control. 3 tries in just 5 minutes, turning the game on its head and dashing any chance of the Tigers sneaking into the playoffs. Old Boys Day also in Newcastle, where the Broncos demolished the Knights 46-12. That was after the Broncos led 14-6 at half-time. After a 5-day camp, Brisbane now locked in for the finals, and a happy milestone also for Ben Hunt. That was game number 350 for the boy from Dingo. Conversely, another heavy loss for Newcastle, and again the future of Knights coach Adam O'Brien, the subject of increasing speculation. In the New South Wales Cup at Wentworth Park, the Sydney Roosters' finals hopes have been extinguished by Newcastle, the Knights prevailing 28-24. And at North Sydney Oval, in a massive local derby, Manly too good for the Bears, 38 points to 18. In the Queensland Cup at KO Stadium, Redcliffe Dolphins upset Terry Campese's Townsville Blackhawks, 36-10 the final score there, the Finns over the Hawks. And across the border, Northern Pride toppled the Tweed Seagulls 39-32. In Country Rugby League in Queensland, there's been a massive upset in the grand final at Roma's Bassett Park, where the defending Premier Cities were hot favourites, having lost only twice this season. But it was Wallumbilla Surratt who lifted the trophy, the Red Bulls beating the Gladiators 22 points to 8 after the out-of-towners led 14-zip at the break. And in the Northern Territory, officials are investigating a punch-up in the grandstand at league headquarters, which marred the opening night of the finals. The stink involved supporters of the Palmerston Raiders and Northern Sharks. Stay tuned for more on that story. In Rugby League Crazy, PNG, they've had the opening weekend of the finals in the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup. 2 knockout finals, actually. Both played at the Santos National Football Stadium on Sunday afternoon. The Port Moresby Vipers defeated the Hella Wigman 18-12 in extra time, after the Vipers went to the break leading 12-4. And before that, the East New Britain Gurias defeated the Goroka Lahanis 24-17 after Goroka led 13-6 at the break. The Lahanis now gone after finishing third and dropping just 5 games all season. The Wigman also done for season 2025. In the Northern Hemisphere, in the Super League match that Steve Mascord called on location from Perpignan in the south of France, live and free on rugbyleague.com, the Catalan Dragons crushed Castleford 38-4, former Canterbury Bankstown and Melbourne player Remus Smith scoring a hat-trick for the Dragons, who led 10-4 at the break, the home side snapping a 6-game losing streak. In the Championship, Widnes chalked up their 10th win of the season, 30 points to 14, the Vikings at Featherston, after the visitors led 12-4 at half-time. And in Women's Super League, the cricket scores keep on coming. In the latest match, St Helens turned Barrow into mincemeat, winning 90 points to 0. And finally, on the international stage in South America, Brazil have defeated the touring Manchester Metropolitan University team 34 points to 18. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's latest in news on rugbyleague.com.